nini baba, bali tunashukuru.
Wow, that's an amazing song.
Thank you.
Yes, I've been singing along too loudly.
Yeah.
But it's such a good song. It's a simple song to grasp and to sing along to, and it has such a great message.
Thank you.
Amazing. Tell us who you are.
My name is Janet Lucas. A Kamba girl from Makueni. I'm 24 years. I'm an accountant by profession.
Okay.
But I also love singing. Yeah.
All right. You're good and you're young. You're singing. So I mean, you have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Let me tell you. That's
you.
amazing. So we want to hear your story. You can drop the mic.
Okay.
You're near Sunny. We're done there for now. Yeah. So tell us about Janet. When did you start? What's your story?
My story is a long one, but I'll cut it short.
Okay.
Yeah. So Janet is a girl from the village. I started singing when I was 3. I just loved singing in church and what. But now with the singing, and you know, when you are in singing and so much into church, you become everyone's favorite while you are growing up. Every parent is like, why can't you be like Janet and what?
So you are the point of reference, you know, for kind of pressure. Yeah, we see you.
Yeah, but now, I think from class 3 again, when I was about 10 there, I started experiencing betrayal from parents, from family, my sisters.
But in class 3?
Yes.
What do you mean betrayal? What do you mean?
Like, you know, now being everyone's favorite, like everyone could just come, like there was this neighbor who came, was married, and he was like, I want someone to stay with because it was lonely, blah, blah, blah. So that is how I stepped out of my family.
In class 3?
Yes.
Wow. So but you were okay with that?
I was not, because I love being with my parents, because you know, there's that's
family. Yeah.
So I still wanted to be connected with them, but now because I just wanted to obey them, I accepted.
Oh, so that's where you felt betrayal?
Not really. Now after going there, what happened to me?
You want to tell us about it?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, we're here, we're listening.
Yeah, like the woman started mistreating me. Sometimes I could not go to school, and I could wake up. That is the moment now you have to go and, I don't know, fetch water, go for shamba, and what. And the teachers were concerned. I also told my parents, but kind of they could not believe me because this was their best friend. Yeah, and I think that was the beginning now of my betrayal part of story. Yeah, so from there, after some time, they kicked me out.
That's when you were in class?
Class 5 now.
Class 5, 2 years
Yeah, I stayed
later.
there 2 years. And now in class 6, we lost our grandpa, so I was the one to go to stay with my grandma. So again, I was mistreated in my grandma's place.
Before she passed on?
Now the grandpa, after years passed,
okay,
my grandma needed someone to stay with.
Oh, okay.
So all uncles were like, we need someone to stay with grandma.
So you were the one to again
the only girl, when you're kidogo, Janet has to be there. So I went there. At that moment, like, I don't know what happened to me. Like, a lot were happening. Ata kunyuma food. And that is my own grandma, but I was like, I can't tell it to my parents because they won't believe me. This is their, like, for my dad is a mother. Yes. I was again kicked out from there.
After how long?
Now I was in class 8.
Class 8 you were kicked out.
Yes.
But you were a good child all through.
Yes.
So it was just...
Yeah, I could not understand what was happening. But at this time, I was so prayerful, I could fast.
Wow.
I still knew God loves me, despite what I was going through. And now, now I was about to sit for my KCPE. So I went, did my KCPE, and now I'm coming from a family where everyone knows no one can read from no one, nothing good comes from that family. Yeah, so everyone was waiting for me to finish KCPE, and they'd be like, even if she passes, she won't go to high school. We know house girls comes from that house.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but again, I was telling God all this time, I know my story will be different.
Oh,
Yeah. So after KCPE, because there was no school fees, again, I have to go to stay with my elder sister where she's married.
Okay, so again, you've moved houses.
Again, I'm not with my parents. I've moved out. Moving out to there, like, again, the same mistreatment continued.
At your sister's place?
Yes, but now by our parents.
By?
The mother-in-law and the father-in-law.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
While he goes to work, I'm left with them. I have to do everything. I have, like, what?
I mean, what did that do to you? Not being raised by your parents, really, from a young age, and growing into all that, houses to houses, and not finding really stability in all that. What did that do to you?
It separated me from the family love. Yeah, I never again believed in that closeness in family.
Okay.
Yes, so I was like, God, I have you alone at this moment. And you know, now I'm at the age of 13. Yeah, but again, I was still reading scriptures, and I was understanding what God is telling me. And I was still praying for them and believing that one day God will do it for me.
Okay.
So I stayed there until now, the time of midterm. I think it was March. So March, God opened a door and I went to school. Now going to school, now that was a new journey again of sickness.
No.
Yeah.
So you went to a boarding school. Was it a boarding school?
Yeah, it was a boarding school. Yeah, I received some sponsorship. Yeah,
okay.
And for me it was, it gave me a reason to continue trusting in God. That despite what I was going through,
God came through for you.
Yeah, God has come through for me.
What people thought of you or what you went through.
Yes, many people were coming and they were like, we're looking for a house girl. And I remember I was washing church, I was in church staffs. Even if I go to these other places I was going, I still remained to be a church girl.
Wow.
So I could, when I was washing the church, I could tell God, I need you to wash this poverty in our family as I wash your church.
Wow.
So why I continued, now sickness came, which now made my family to kick me out, and they were like, we have spent a lot on you. Yeah, so no one was bothered again about me apart from my mom and my elder brother.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. So how was high school like throughout?
It wasn't easy because it separated me, it isolated me. The sickness was not good one to make me socialize with people. Like, I could, ningemea ufizi, anyama ifunike meno kabisa, and yeah, all this time. So, it naanza kutoa pus and bleeding.
What's the name of that sickness?
There was no name for that.
It just came from nowhere,
yes,
just like
even
that.
if I go to hospital, there was nothing to be in it.
Ooh, you went through something. So how did it end?
It never ended. It was from this to this, from this to this.
So from that type to another different type of sickness.
And then it repeats again.
All through your high school years?
Yeah, all through my high school. Actually, high school to college.
Okay.
Yes.
And how did you manage? How do you cope?
At some point, I hated myself. Because now, my family has kicked me out. My dad is no longer there for me. And I was their favorite. Don't forget that.
Yeah, you started off as their favorite.
Yeah, so everything was just turning out now against me. No one loves me again. No one cares about me again. Actually, ilifika place and they were like, I think you know the reason why you are going all these stuff. Why you? Yeah, but I developed ulcers. I enjoyed when I was alone.
So you loved being alone in isolation because that's why you had...
Yes, just writing books and talking about my life. Talking about my life in sense of I'm writing it in a book. Yeah, so I developed another self who became my friend.
Wow.
So I could talk to that friend who was still me.
And that was your way of coping and it helped you?
Yes, I could tell myself, Janet, we can do this.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look at you smiling now. Someone really know you've been through all that.
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were done with high school, you went to university, to college.
Actually, after high school, there was no one to take me to university. I remember they told me to go back to school so that maybe I will get that material they needed. Maybe it is because of sickness. But now they paid for me just first term of the repeating class. But now, through God, I had favor through the teachers, so I was not sent for school fees.
Wow.
Yeah, and now after high school, I was just crying to God. I remember I was living with a friend. This was after my brother kicked me out in Nairobi.
No, no. I am so sorry you had to go through all that.
Yeah, but so I think God was doing something in me. Yeah, like right now I know. Then I used to cry
because of what you've been through.
Yes, yes. I don't think I could be where I am today if I didn't go that process. It was a tough one, but today I know why I had to go through that. Yes.
And why would you say? Why did you have to go through that?
I think right now I know, like there is grace in isolation, and it's kind of a gift right now.
You're seeing it as a gift?
Yes, I see it as a blessing because I don't understand why a 10-year-old child would go through that but still believe it is not their parent, it's not that person. There is maybe spirit, maybe, and I don't have to fight back. All this time I was okay with what I was going through. You
never retaliated? You never did anything?
No, I didn't ask anything. I was like, I know one day things will be fine.
Work out.
Yes.
And now you're an accountant and a musician. Look at you. So you managed to...
Yes, I managed to read, to go through studies when no one believed it can be done. Actually, no, my family didn't know where I was in college.
Wow.
Yeah, I just got sponsorship from nowhere. This morning, I was crying to God and I was asking God, like, why am I leaving God? It's sickness, it's betrayal. What's up with my life? I serve you diligently, I seek you every day. Why is my life turning around like this? And I remember after that prayer, I had a katululu. I received a message, like there were people looking for girls in my area, home area, like in my village, and I was among the ones who were picked, the top students in schools, and that is how I got my sponsorship, and from there it's been God.
So, wow, truly, truly we see the hand of God.
Exactly, exactly.
So you are a top student, regardless of all that situation, you're still a top student, and those are opening for you, one or the other.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. So that's how you ended up as an accountant?
Yes.
And how's your relationship now with your family?
I love them so much. There was a moment I hated them. They was full of bitterness, and I even stayed like about 2 years without seeing them. I never wanted to hear about them. But I remember we were closing a new year of 2021, and God was telling me, I can't work with you while you have bitterness.
Wow.
It's either you choose bitterness or you choose me. Yeah, and I was like, God, unless you help me overcome the bitterness, on my own, I can't do this. Yes.
So you reached out to them?
Yeah, so after that, I remember, let me tell you, people shout Happy New Year, and there are other people somewhere crying, and there's nothing new in them. And that was the moment when I understood it is good to pray for others, even in New Year. We don't just have to be happy and celebrating. We should also remember there are people somewhere who don't even have water or even a place to call a home. Yeah, because that was at first when I didn't have anything. I didn't even have food. I was like, God,
you are other.
Yes, this is just once. There are people who have gone through it for many times, and God, you know what? I thank you for this, and I will always pray for those who are going through this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, you have such a story. So now you are good with your family. Your relationship
we are good.
Is okay.
I love them so much, and I just believe like that there must be. When God has called you, there must be something else which will oppose what you are doing. Yeah, so, he had to pass through my parents and my siblings. Yeah, because that is when your family is not holding you, is not supporting you, it will really bring you down. Yes. But when I understood that, I kept on praying for them, and God helped me to overcome. I love them so much.
Oh, wonderful. Yes. I love that. I love that. Teach us forgiveness too, there's so much right in your story. So now, how did you start? You said you were singing since you were 3. I don't know if you were singing all through, even when you were in high school, through the sickness, you know, in college. Were you still singing? Were you part of a choir or something?
Actually, I was the lead.
Ah.
Yeah, we could sing. I could hold groups in CU. I remember we could sing. Even those, I don't know, those groups against Mambo na God. I remember there's a day we were praying and people were just broke, and like about 50 pupils were initiated in other in cults through I don't know what, and through those groups I could see God. That gave me a purpose to continue singing. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wow.
Yes.
And how did you get now to when did you decide to sing professionally? Because you've told me you've been singing in the background, so I don't know if you have other music that you're a background singer, or by background you mean in the church?
It is in church and also other artists.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So how did you decide to now, this is, it's time now that I release my own music, and then you came up with this?
Yeah, again, this one is also divine. Yeah, God again came through. And I remember this was last year, and for me, I was okay being a background singer. I didn't want to be in public.
And the limelight.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, I just did a clip with a friend. Yeah, I was just doing a backup with a friend. I told him, sing along. And then we posted it on a TikTok, and it went viral. Then from there, I knew it was time.
Was it this song that you posted?
Yes.
And it went viral?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes, like I think it was about 2 million in TikTok views.
Really? That was last year?
Yes, in a span of less than 3 weeks.
No, how come you I should have done the challenge.
Yes, over 60,000 people did the challenge.
Wow, how did that make you feel? What did that do to you?
Okay,
you just, you know, you're just doing your own things.
I was we are not, for me, I was just doing for the sake of doing it. And again, I meant it when I was like, I mean it when I'm every word I say.
But
yes.
you weren't really ready for the reaction.
Yes. So for me, like, one, I was grateful to God, and two, because it was a season when I was telling God, people are giving me pressure. Janet, you have something in you. We have been waiting and waiting, and I was telling God, God, tell me when it is time. Yeah, so when that thing was accepted, I knew it is time now to step out. And again, I was like, I still never believed. I was like, God, give me another sign. So I got sponsorship. Actually, this song, I've done nothing. There's nothing I can call Cinco
Wow. Look at God's favor in your life. Any sponsorship after sponsorship after
exactly.
Even in your music.
Definitely.
Your first music. Yes. Wow. So someone saw the song on TikTok and then decided to sponsor?
This is now Kibali.
Ah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
They sponsored me and they pushed me. And they told you, Janet, you can do this.
You
and
should
I was
do
like,
it.
wow.
And look at the song. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
And
the fact it is blessing people, and people are getting born again, even Muslims, through it.
Tell us about it. You've received comments from people?
So many. Other people are telling me they were sick, and just through thanking God through this song, God has healed them. Other people, they are not born again, but they want to come to God. Muslims are coming to me. They're like, I want to be Christian. I can feel this song. And for me, like, I'm like, wow, God, receive all the glory.
Yes. God, this is you. Wow, look at that. I mean, God uses people.
Exactly. God is there.
God is there. God is real. All right. So you have received responses. Do you have other songs that you're about to release? Because this is the first one that you've posted on YouTube. Do you have other songs that you're working on that we should be waiting for, and you know?
Yeah, so many. It's just time.
Are you giving us a hint to them?
They will come. They will come very soon. Actually, by next week, I'll be releasing a new song.
Next week. So yeah, where can people find you on YouTube? Janet, is it your name? Janet
Lucas Official. There, I had another account. Within that last year, I opened a channel. It was art. because I think it was the speed in it.
Okay.
So I opened another one. I think this was 25th December, and it's still picking up. Janet Lucas Official.
Okay, Janet Lucas Official is where you can find her music. Engage with it, like it, share it, be blessed by it, and wait for the next one coming up. Before we finish this conversation, there's this topic that has been trending, you know, and it's related to the gospel still, because you know, you spread the message through songs, through preaching rather. So the story on the late TB Joshua, expose done by BBC, talking of the cows of TB Joshua. So basically, the story is on how he's raped ladies, how he's performed fake miracles. You know, what do you think about it, and how can people really tell that this is a fake pastor, this is fake, even in the gospel industry? Because some people sing not because of the message, but because of, you know, of the money that is in it. So yeah, what's your take on it?
Okay, I know those, apart from TB Joshua, we've had other people, so many, and those stuffs. But I think what I know is when you trust God and you have that discernment, God will always speak, will always direct you. He will order your steps to where you are supposed to be. You will not find yourself in those things. And once you find yourself maybe in those stuffs, still believe God can deliver you from there. Yes.
Okay, so you just stick to God.
Stick to God.
Stick to God. Follow the leading of the Spirit of God.
Actually, it says, while you turn right or left, in the book of Isaiah, it will tell you which is the way to take. So when you listen to him, you will definitely not, you will definitely not miss the mark.
Okay.
You will not find yourself in such people and what, yes.
All right. And what about the gospel in the industry or the gospel ministry? What do you think? Do you think we have musicians who have music without the message? And you know, what would you advise them?
You know, in gospel ministry we are many, but now the condition of heart is different. There are people who are singing for money. There are other people who are singing for what God has done to us, and we are speaking the gospel. So what I would say, I think it is not good to sing for money. Man will come. Actually, Jesus told the disciples, like, I have given you power. Carry not the powers and what. Yes, in you we need the money. In you we have necessity, like we have needs, which we will need. But he told them, I have given you power. So while you are doing it from a genuine heart, while you are doing it with from heart, just meaning what you are doing and not with another focus, God will meet you there.
All right.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
A good way to close it. All right. Remind people where they can get you in case you have a message that you want to send home. This is your camera.
Hi people, I'm happy to be here today. My name is Janet Lucas. You can find me in YouTube, Janet Lucas Official, and TikTok ni Janet Lucas, Facebook Janet Lucas, and I just want to say thanks one to God for this opportunity, also to Kibali Production. God bless you so much. To my parents, I love you so much, and my family and my friends, thank you so much for the support. May God bless you so much, and I love you all.
All right. Thank you, Janet, for coming on board. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. So we take a short break, and then we'll be coming up next with the next interview. Stick with us.